Man, just look at this though. This is absolutely gorgeous. How's it going, everyone? I don't remember what my name is, but you know what I do remember? I make Minecraft videos occasionally, and this time we are making a video on a mod that I made a video on a very long time ago. It was my most popular video, and therefore I'm making an update to it because, first of all, a lot of new features have been added to this mod since I last took a look at it. Second of all, the first video that I made on this mod was kind of crap. And third of all, I want more views. So let's go over all of the blocks that are inside of this mod because there are quite a few, and they do some pretty neat things. So the first one we have is the empty porous honeycomb block. Now this block on its own is kind of just decoration. You can fill it up and turn it into this block by using a honey bottle on it. This is the filled porous honeycomb block. You will find both of these throughout the Bumblezone. A lot of these ones inside of the different hexagonal honeycombs that are around, and you can collect the honey from these by using a bottle as well. Right here we have something similar, but this is a brewed porous honeycomb block. This one right here is lacking any honey in it, and this means it's inert. You cannot put any honey back into this, but if you find one that does have honey in it, you'll see that there's a little animation in there. That's because there's a tiny little bee growing inside of that, and it will slowly grow over time, and eventually it'll plop out a nice little bee. You can actually speed up this process by giving it a bunch of honey bottles, and then there you go, a bee will pop out, and you can go ahead and you can keep doing this and they'll keep popping out. They like the little beehive that I set up there. You can transfer these around using a silk touch pickaxe. If you were to break this with a normal pickaxe, you would just get this block, which you cannot put honey back into. As far as silk touching, that is how you would get this block as well. These blocks right here are sugar infused stone and sugar infused cobblestone. Now they really don't have any uses. If you wanted to use these as a building block, you obviously could, though according to the mod page, there's not really any other uses for these. You can put them inside of a furnace and get some XP for that, as it will burn off the sugar, but other than that, it doesn't really look like there's much use. Over here we have the honey crystal blocks, which actually look really cool. I love how they look. They look very pretty. You can go ahead and place water inside of this as they are waterlogged. Oh, we have water right on me right here. You can go ahead and do this, and that's supposed to turn it into honey water. I guess to be fair, those actually look fairly similar. Do those look? Yeah, no, those look fairly similar. I'm not going to say that it didn't turn it into it. Probably did. You can go ahead and silk touch these if you want to just have these for decoration, or you can actually break them and turn them into honey crystal shards. So with the honey crystal shards, you can make yourself a honey crystal shield fairly simply. Apparently it gets stronger as you repair it. So that's actually really interesting, to the point where it can get double the strength of a normal vanilla shield. Also, any mob that hits your shield will actually get a 4-second slowness effect. Another thing you can go ahead and do with the honey crystal shards is smelt them down into sticky honey residue. So the sticky honey residue is just incredibly sticky. It's kind of like walking into cobwebs. Now the wiki says that you're supposed to be able to climb up it if it's on a wall. That doesn't look like it's the case. But this sticky resin can actually be pushed away pretty easily by a bunch of flowing liquids. Another thing that we have is the sticky redstone block. This will actually output a redstone signal of 1 if you step on it. I'm absolutely abysmal with redstone, so you know what? Maybe it's more useful to you than it is to me. We then have the beeswax planks. Now I don't think there's actually any way to craft these, and I could be absolutely wrong about that. I don't know. JEI is only working with some of these items, so I don't know what to tell you. Actually, this is fabric. I think that this would be roughly enough items. But these beeswax planks actually spawn at the lower parts and the upper parts of the Bumblezone dimension. And as far as I can tell, that is the only place that you can find them. Well, we already talked about these. Let's talk about the sugar water and the sugar water. So the sugar water is actually pretty neat. If you swim around in it, you actually swim slower than you would in normal water. If bees were to touch this water, they would actually get a little bit of a healing effect. If you were to go ahead and place sugar water next to sugarcane, not only will the sugarcane grow faster, but it'll also grow taller. And you can make a sugar infused cobblestone generator by creating a normal cobblestone generator, except replacing it with the sugar water. We then have some new music discs, which I am not going to play for you, but we also have some honey slimes. Now these are actually taken directly from the Buzzier Bees mod, which is another mod that I checked out a while back. If you guys want to go check out that video, there'll be a title card up above. But for now, let's go ahead and go inside the Bumblezone. Now, how do you get inside of the Bumblezone? You're going to need yourself an ender pearl, or I think that they've made it so that you can use a piston as well. So let's go ahead and give it a go and see if the piston will push me into the beehive. It absolutely did not. Okay, I think that there is a way to do it, but for now, let's just do the ender pearl method. So you throw an ender pearl at a beehive and it will take you inside of the Bumblezone. Now, as you can see, this is very beautiful. We have found one of the caves inside of the Bumblezone. As you can see, there's these crystals everywhere. There's tons and tons of honey, way more filled porous honeycomb blocks than you will ever need in your entire life. Ah, here we go. We found the way out. So as you can see, this is the Bumblezone. honeycomb. I turned the game mode into survival really quickly because there's a new enchantment that this mod adds that I wanted to show you. So this is how slowly you break normal honeycomb blocks. But if we go ahead and grab the sword here, as you can see with the new comb cutter enchantment, we can actually break honeycomb much quicker. This enchantment can also be applied to shears. Do be warned that while there is tons of honey to take, that if you do take honey, bees will get mad at you. You will get an effect called Wrath of the Hive, and they will just start swarming you. They do not like you stealing their honey. Right here we have something unique, which is a spider infested bee dungeon. There's candles, there's honey crystals, there's also these spider spawners. But this is a cool way to get these honey crystals because these honey crystals are actually a non-renewable resource, so they aren't the easiest things to come by. And right here we have a normal bee dungeon that isn't infested with spiders. Man, just look at this though. This is absolutely gorgeous. It's massive. Just look at how absolutely ginormous this hive is. This is incredible. I can't imagine trying to traverse through here though. That must be absolutely awful. Well, on that note, if you guys like the mod, please let me know in the comments down below. Also, check out one of my other videos. I upload lots of them, so go ahead and subscribe if you guys want more Minecraft content in your life. Leave a like on the video if you did like it, and I will see you all in the next episode. Goodbye, guys.